All right.
Yo.
Coming to you live from Philly. It's the number one rated Paulie and Tony Fusco Show.
Yo.
As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco and Tony.
Yo.
Just a huge show today. You know, we are just days away from the Eagles heading to yet another Super Bowl, and we're going to make our official 110% lock predictions.
Yeah.
And we'll also tell you what everybody is getting wrong about this Cowboys head coaching job. And also, Tony, you're going to be making a controversial admission, aren't you? That you people out there won't want to miss.
You're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's called a tease, people.
Yeah.
Anyway, some important show business we have to get to. As you know, because you've been waiting with bated breath, we held a contest earlier in the month where we said one lucky person out there will win a prize from our terrific merch store simply by voting for our show in the Sports Podcast Awards. Even though our dumb idiot producer nominated us in the wrong category. Yeah.
Don't remind me,
Anyway,
please.
we made the instructions very clear. Just take a screenshot of your vote, email it to info@fuscoshow.com. And yet, this seemed to be challenging for many of you. You know, some of you tweeted it at us. Some of you
DM'd it to us.
DM'd it on IG. Now, since you people have such trouble following simple instructions, we actually kind of feel bad for you. We wonder how you hold down jobs.
Yeah.
So out of the goodness of our heart, we've decided to crown two winners, which we will be doing later in the show to increase our YouTube watch time naturally.
We're doing it at the end of the show.
Yeah. And by the way, subscribe on YouTube. If you haven't done it, well, you do have trouble following instructions, as we just established. So
you
that
go
would
to the YouTube, you see it says subscribe, and then you press the button. That's
how
what
it
you
works.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully that was clear for all of you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, enough of this whole stuff. Let's get right into our top story.
Top story.
First out the gate, the Eagles about to host and beat the Commanders in the NFC Championship game. And yet many of the haters out there, Tony, they're criticizing the Eagles offense because they say they rely too much on running the ball. These idiots, they say running the ball so much doesn't lead to Super Bowls.
What?
These morons are totally wrong, aren't they, Tony?
Dead wrong. I mean, I was just analyzing game film from Super Bowl IX. The Pittsburgh Steelers ran all over the Vikings. Franco Harris ran for a Super Bowl record 158 yards, while Terry Bradshaw only completed 9 passes, which is just perfect football. Now, you may say that's the 1970s. That doesn't work anymore. Well, then how come John Travolta is still making commercials? Obviously, the people at Capital One think the 70s stuff still works, so there you go.
Such great football and advertorial analysis that, Tony. And you know, why are people even wasting their time criticizing the Eagles offense? We all know.
I don't know.
Defense wins championships.
Exactly.
And, you know, Jalen Hurts clearly knows that better than anybody, doesn't he, Tony?
Clearly. I mean, have all you people out there even bothered to consider that Jalen Hurts is playing poorly on purpose in order to motivate the Eagles defense? If he was putting up 50 points on the board every game, the defense would get lazy. But now they know they have to work extra hard to make up for this mediocre and at times horribly embarrassing passing offense. And that's frankly great leadership from Jalen Hurts, if you ask me.
Can't argue with any of that, Tony. And, you know, on the subject of things that people are calling embarrassing when they're not, you know, you see the Philadelphia mayor, Sherelle Parker.
Yeah,
you know, she's taking shots on social media because the other day at a presser, she tried to spell the name Eagles, and it came out, well, like this. Play that clip.
Let me hear you all say, E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go, Birds!
Tony, frankly, I don't think she has any reason to be embarrassed at all, do you?
No, honestly, I didn't know how Eagles was spelled until just this morning. I always thought it was spelled E-E-G-U-L-L-S, you know, like seagulls. I mean, seagulls are birds too, so naturally, one would assume that Eagles would end with the U-L-L-S part.
Yeah, when she said it, Tony, and there was this uproar, I was like, well, you know how they spell things different in other countries?
Yeah.
Maybe she was like from Britain or something. Over there, like, they spelled things all wrong. Like
Exactly.
the other day, this guy who wrote a note for me, he said, will you do me a favor? And there was a U in there. And I was like, what the is a U doing in this word? And he's like, I'm British. And I'm like, well, learn to spell.
Yeah.
But apparently that's right.
If there's anyone who should be embarrassed here, it's William Shakespeare for inventing the English language wrong.
Anyway, let's just move on here. We'll go to the latest on the Cowboys coaching search. The team appears to be narrowing in on its OC, Brian Schottenheimer, to be the head coach due to a lack of interest from just about everyone. Now, Tony, a lot of people, they're saying the Cowboys head coaching position is not a desirable job anymore. But that's because they're looking at it in the totally wrong way, aren't they?
100%. I mean, if you call the Cowboys head coaching position a coaching job, then it's a terrible job.
Yep.
But if we call the position head secretary, then it's a great job.
Yep.
You get your own office, free coffee, and you get paid millions of dollars. And all you simply have to do is everything Jerry Jones tells you.
Yep.
Like when he comes over to your desk and he says, hey, start this overrated player who my dumb son picked way too high in the draft, you just go, yes, sir, and you're done.
Yep.
Frankly, it actually might be the greatest job on the planet when you think about it.
Such a great way of putting it all in perspective there, Tony.
you.
And well, now let's turn to this weekend and the Chiefs, who are preparing to face the Bills in the AFC Championship. And, Patrick Mahomes, he's coming out and he's vehemently denying that the refs are helping his team, which proves 100% that it's all true. But, Tony, people, they say there's no vast conspiracy here, but it's very easy to connect the dots, isn't it?
I know this is going to sound controversial, but we all know the NFL's helping the Chiefs win in order to appease the Native American community.
Yep.
You see, in the late 2010s, the Native Americans wanted the Redskins to change their name, not just because the name was offensive, but because the team sucked so bad that the Native Americans didn't want to be associated with so much sucking.
Yep.
But when the Chiefs refused to change their name, the NFL decided that the only way to fix the problem was to tell the refs to help the Chiefs so they wouldn't suck anymore.
Just eye-opening insight there, Tony. And, now we turn our attention to baseball, where Ichiro Suzuki was one of 3 players elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame. But he did fall 1 vote shy of joining Mariano Rivera as the only players elected unanimously. Now, there's a lot of speculation, as you know, about who this one voter is who did not put Ichiro on his Hall of Fame ballot. And, Tony, you have something you'd like to address, don't you?
Yeah, I admit I'm the one voter who did not put Ichiro Suzuki on my Hall of Fame ballot.
Yep.
I know people are angry, but, I checked his stats. And while many of them were admittedly solid and also, record-breaking, Suzuki did have some very bad advanced stats, including a very mediocre XBT percentage of only 40.7. XBT being extra bases taken. And it's a very important stat. As we all know, it represents the percentage of time the runner advanced more than 1 base on a single or more than 2 bases on a double when possible. Sure, he got on base literally all the time, but what did he do when he got on those bases? Not nearly enough in my book.
Neither in mine, Tony. Just undeniable advanced statistical analysis there. And
thank you.
Well, let's turn to college basketball. Well, actually, let's not, because it's January. So
what are we doing?
Let's just move on, because we got more important stuff to get to. It's what you're waiting for. Our official picks for this weekend's NFL championship games. And Tony, let's get right into it, starting with Bills Chiefs. Go.
The Bills and Chiefs will go into the 4th quarter tied at 21. And then a Josh Allen touchdown run will put the Bills up 28-21. But then Patrick Mahomes will tell the refs that the Bills committed holding on the play, and they'll reverse the call, which will bring the score back to 21-21. Then the Chiefs will drive down the field, and Travis Kelce will clearly drop a pass in the end zone. But Patrick Mahomes will successfully convince the refs that Kelce actually caught it, putting the Chiefs up by 7. Then with seconds to go, Josh Allen will tie the game with a touchdown pass and convert the 2-point conversion, putting the Bills up 29-28. But then the refs will rule that 2-point conversions are no longer legal and therefore don't count for any points, giving the Chiefs a 28-27 victory.
Wow, just a stunning turn of events, Tony. And well, now we turn our attention to the other game. Commanders, Eagles. Take it away, Tony.
This one's going to come down to one thing: quarterback play. Jalen Hurts is going to come out of the gate strong on the first drive, handing the ball off to Saquon Barkley for an 80-yard touchdown run, putting the Eagles up 7-0. And then after a poorly timed interception by Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts will once again lead the Eagles down the field by handing the ball off to Saquon Barkley 8 times, culminating in another touchdown. And then, after a devastating Jaden Daniels pick 6, Jalen Hurts will go back to pass. No, wait, it's a lateral to Saquon Barkley for another 80-yard touchdown run, securing the 28-0 victory. Boom!
Wow, just a terrific breakdown there, Tony. All of it clearly bound to happen. You just laid it out perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, there's something we got to address on this show. You know, people, they come up to us, they ask us, how come you don't take calls on the show anymore?
Oh,
you know,
that's all they
callers.
say.
And we're like, well, that's because the calls suck.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to listen to what other people have to
it's
say.
our
They
show.
want to hear they want to hear what we have to say.
Yeah.
That's why it's our show.
Yeah.
Well, you know, as we say in the business, there's only one thing more important than quality, and that's money.
Yep.
And, well, we have been offered a hefty sum, haven't we, Tony?
Absolutely.
By the people at Verizon who have offered us, well, we can't disclose the amount, but let's just say it's in the 7 figures and starts with a 9.
Starts with
They
the 9.
have sponsored a segment now called the Fusco Hot Take Hotline.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see how this goes, you know, because we're going to make money no matter what. So, you know, it's
of
already
course.
fine. But we got a voicemail from an Owen. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and play this take from Owen? Go ahead.
Tony, Paulie, what is up? It is Owen here, an Eagles fan. So just to put that out there, I have a big reason why I think the Rams lost to us. As you can see on their shirts and hats, in Philadelphia, they clearly were wearing LAFD. What does that even mean? Their team name is the Rams. I mean, how hard is it to get their team name wrong? So McVay must have thought that his play calls were going to LAFD, not the Rams. Just putting that out there.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
You know, I thought that was going to be terrible.
But
that
it wasn't.
Actually wasn't half bad. I mean, I thought that was actually kind of genius, Tony.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
You know, I got to say, me too. I was watching that Rams game, looking at those helmets, and I was wondering, what's Lafty?
Yeah, they had it on their shirts. I was like, what's
what-
laughed? Or Lafty?
What? Oh, what?
Are you
idiot
kidding
producers
me?
talking. What genius?
LAFD is Los Angeles Fire Department. Everybody knows that.
Oh, well, you're going to be in the fired department.
Yeah.
If you keep interrupting the
Yeah,
show,
now shut
everybody
up.
knows that. Yeah, what a know-it-all.
Idiot.
Oh, give me a break.
Yeah.
You know, Owen, good job. Well done there.
Yeah, good for you, Owen.
Yeah.
And everybody
Bright
out
future.
there. Maybe we should open up. If you have a hot take out there, you send it to us.
Yeah, there you go. Here, put up our email there. info@fuscoshow.com. We'll try that and see.
Yeah, and none of these like 7-minute takes, like
Yeah, keep
10
it short,
seconds.
people. There's only
Yeah.
so much we can bear. Okay, we got to move on because, you know, last week, something happened on the show, obviously made big headlines, everybody
Yeah.
talking. You know, we realized, hey, playoffs are here. Jalen Hurts, you know, he's looking good, but he's got some injuries he's dealing with.
Yeah,
you
his
know, and
knee.
also, you know,
Yeah.
we do happen to have some backup QBs who don't have the playoff experience. But there is one out
Exactly.
there named Mr. Nick Foles,
Yep.
right? who has the experience, who's just totally dominant. Why not sign him, right?
Exactly. What are we waiting for?
Well, last week, as you know, we called up Eagles headquarters and we spoke to Angelo there.
Yeah.
Because apparently Howie Roseman's too busy doing who knows what.
Yup.
Anyway, we told Angelo, hey, go tell Howie to sign Nick Foles.
Yeah.
And, well, obviously that hasn't happened. And not only did it not happen, Tony, we saw last week, look what Nick Foles posted on IG. It's a picture of him drinking coffee in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're not going to let this slide, Tony, because we will not be ignored like that, especially now we're in the NFC Championship.
Of course.
A game that Nick Foles totally dominated just a short time ago. Legendary performance. Makes total sense just to bring him back. So, all right, we got our private number here that's exclusively just for us. All right, you ready, Tony? We're going to give it a call.
Call the private line.
Eagles front desk.
Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco. Howie Roseman, please.
He's not available at the moment. Can I take a message?
Would you mind just telling him that Paulie Fusco's on the line? He'll know. Number one show.
Sure, I can let him know.
You want me to wait? I'm live on air here, so it's probably bad radio.
Yeah.
Can you hurry him?
He's not available at the moment.
Oh,
about Angelo?
Hey, wait. Is there someone there named Angelo who works there?
He's at the front office.
He got promoted to the front office?
No, so he's in the ticket ops right now, fan services.
Oh, because we spoke to him last week.
Should we transfer to Angelo?
What is your name, please?
My name's Abby.
All right, Abby. So last week we called. We spoke to Angelo, okay? We told him, here we are in the playoffs. Jalen not doing so well. A little injury. Why not re-sign Nick Foles?
Yeah.
He's got the playoff experience, right? He's got the Super Bowl experience. Why not just put him on the sideline there? Doesn't that make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's no guessing.
You guess? No.
Abby,
the Super Bowl's
bro.
on the line here, Abby. We got to be sure of ourselves. Look,
That is true. It is.
so look, there you go. So look, we spoke to Angelo last week, and we told him, hey, you go into Howie Roseman's office. You want to get promoted? You want to make a name for yourself? You knock on that door and you say, get me Foles now. Well, look. We saw Nick Foles.
Now's your chance.
He's on IG. He's drinking a coffee in Mexico City.
Yeah.
What's this Angelo doing?
You asked what Angela's doing right now?
No, I want to know.
what was he doing?
Well, I want to know what the whole organization's doing. Angelo's clearly not doing jack squat.
There's so many people working right now, and especially with the Super Bowl coming up, this not the Super Bowl, the game this weekend.
Well, it's going to be the Super Bowl soon. It's going to be the
Super Bowl soon.
We understand.
Yeah.
Abby, look, I got to talk to you as a professional in this business. What do you want to do? You want to be a general manager someday, run a team? What do you want to do?
I mean, it would be nice if I could.
There you go. So here, I'm going to give you some professional advice right now. You're going to put the phone down and you're going to march over to his office and you're going to knock on the door and you're going to say those two words. Let's practice. Knock, knock. Yeah, who's there?
Abby.
Abby?
Yeah, and you say, here's what I want you to say. Get me Foles. Go ahead.
I am not advised to say anything to Mr. Roseman at the moment.
Angelo?
Oh, okay. I get it.
Look, I understand. People get scared.
Abby, I hate to say it. If we lose to the Commanders, which we won't.
We won't.
But it's going to be on you. I hate to say it.
And Angelo.
I'll knock on wood right now.
And knock on
that's
Howie's
good.
door
Let's do it. Knock on
okay?
Howie's door too. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Fingers
well, we
crossed.
tried to help.
We tried
to help. Well, you have a pleasant day, Abby, and you better pray
Go
for the
Birds,
victory.
Abby.
Go Birds. All right. We'll talk to you later.
I will. Definitely.
All right. Yeah.
Have a good one.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Tony, very disappointing. Let's try the ticket office here.
Yeah,
We're going
let's
to try the
just
ticket
try.
office, see if Angelo's here. One second.
Yeah, we got to talk to Angelo.
Eagles Ticket and Fan Services, how can I help you?
Hi, is this Angelo?
This is him.
Angelo!
There we go. Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco. We spoke to you last week, bro. And I got to say, I didn't see a certain person on the sideline last week named Nick Foles. So you want to explain that, bro?
Yeah.
I can transfer you over to our comment line. You can leave a message.
No, you did the transfer boy. I just spoke to Abby.
Angelo, we spoke to
in the headquarters. She too.
Calling the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, Angelo. Oh, that's it. That's it. You know what, you people? If we lose on Sunday,
this is on you. We won't.
This is on you, Abby and Angelo. There you go, Tony. Just. I'm a little worried about the future of this organization, Tony.
We're going to win it now, but the future,
well, let's not let that ruin, which was a terrific show. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors at Verizon. And,
thank you.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Correction.
What do you go?
What do you want? Go.
You keep saying that the refs are helping the Chiefs.
Yeah, duh. Use your eyes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Well, if you look at the roughing the passer calls per 100 attempts, the quarterback getting the most calls isn't Patrick Mahomes. It's Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm about to make a call to a hitman.
Yeah, he's going to make 100 attempts to murder you.
Oh, great one, Tony. There you go. What?
Why?
He's still talking.
Just go. What?
You really don't think Ichiro Suzuki belongs in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
No, bro.
Check the stats, bro.
Yeah.
He's literally one of the single greatest hitters ever. And pretty much every stat backs that up.
Oh, yeah, well, you belong in the hall of douchebags.
Yeah. Ichiro's career reminds me of your last birthday party. Lots of singles. Oh, you're done.
Great one, Tony.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at this.
What?
Coming to us, who knows from where, Tony, but he's just booked himself on the show for next week. Super Bowl hero, soon to be playoff appearer if they listen to us. Nick Foles will be joining us. Hey, don't forget, rate and review this show on Apple Podcasts. You got to subscribe. And Tony, we almost forgot. We got to mention our winners of the...
we have them.
All right, 2 winners. Here we
Drum
go.
roll.
Congratulations to Anya Clark and Declan Farley.
Yeah,
there you go. 2
congrats,
winners.
bro.
Congrats. We'll be emailing you. We got your email, and we'll get to you then. Hey, don't forget also, visit the merch store.
Yeah, buy all the merch.
Great merch, just like they did. And Tony, great job as always.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see you people next week.
See ya.